Okay, so here we go. I'm on to box 3 and 4 out of my case of the BBM Women's Wrestling, formerly True Heart 2022. So I got my 2 boxes, and 2 of the most handsome fellows around in professional wrestling. What I've done with these cases, I usually buy a case from my card shop, and I kind of have not really a locker, but I have a reserve place at my card shop. So what he does is he just puts them aside for us, and if you want to buy a case of something but you don't have the cash straight up for the case, he'll just put the case aside in your spot in his like storage room, and then I can just kind of go in there and pick away at stuff whenever I want to. So that's why I'm kind of go a little bit slowly. There's our hidden wrestler in there. I go a little bit slowly through the cases, so instead of buying, sorry, I got a bit of a sore throat today. Instead of buying a full case right off the bat, I can just kind of break through it. I actually have 2 cases put aside of this right now. I have, let's see, I don't think I've shown this on here, but I have 6 boxes plus one of last year's boxes. There's not a lot of room on my table to show them, but I got 6 boxes that I'm shipping out to people on Tuesday from Taiwan to the US, and Belgium actually is where I'm going to be sending some. So 1 case is for me, 1 case is for people that want to order them from me. So there we go. I pulled apart both of the boxes there, just easier that way for us to get through it and not take up too much time. So we'll start with box number 3 over here. Let's just get the cards down to the bottom so we can quickly cut into these ones. As of today, Joshi City has the checklist up for this one. 132 cards for autos, but I think they said there's only about 68 checkies this time. Probably due to the pandemic and not being able to get as easy access to the girls for doing the specific Polaroid pictures. So the checky level this time is lower than any other set, but that's still okay. We'll see how many checkies there are per case. Usually it was 4 checkies per case. This is my 5th case of the True Heart women's wrestling stuff that I've been opening, and I've always gotten 4 checkies per case, except for my last case of, I think it was my last case of 2021. 2021, I only hit 3 checkies in one of the cases, but every other one, Ambitious and True Heart and stuff like that, I've hit 4 checkies per case. So it's usually 1 in every 3 boxes. That's what I usually tell people that want me to purchase the boxes for them and ship them out, is I usually tell them they basically have a 1 in 3 to a 1 in 4 chance of getting a checky out of the box. We got 1 pack that's just being annoying to me here. Okay, let's see. You can see the checky if there's 1 in there when you do them this way. If you look at the side there, if there's something smaller and kind of breaking it up, then you know you've got a checky there. So with the checklist, I still need the base cards for the checklist. Like, you find their number on the back, and you can match their picture up with their auto, and then it's a lot easier to find them on the checklist that way. My desk here is kind of covered in crap, so I'm kind of moving stuff while I'm trying to do this. Okay, let's see what type of good stuff we have in here. Hoping, I've seen a few people hit Yuka Sakazaki. I've seen a few hits of Maya Yukihi and those ones at my shop. So I'm kind of hoping that I've got the luck that the guys do. There's Ram. Ram looks really different on this one. I'm not sure if she turned face or something like that, 'cause she doesn't look as crazy and evil as she usually does in the old set of cards. All right, there's our first one. That one looks like I don't know, it's out of 105. I'm still getting used to the look of this set, because usually the ones with the white box on the side in the last set, those were the specialty autos. So it's kind of confusing to see the ones in this set that look like a specialty auto, but they are still just the base autos. There's the Saki Akai's alternate. I don't even remember what the name is of her alternate character. There's one of our foil chrome cards there. Oh, there's one of that. Oh, I think we saw this one last time, but that's a duel I would love to get. Love to get that one with Yuka Sakazaki, and I think that's Yuki Aino. I'll have to check that one out on who that duel is of, though. All right, there's another one of our chromes on there. The chrome list I'm going to check because a few of the girls, I know them, but the names are just not popping into my head right now. Yuka looks very different. She looks like she's kind of changed the character up this year. She doesn't really have the genie look to her as much anymore on her stuff. Okay, so pile number 1, and we've got our first auto out of that one. All right, let's jump into pile number 2. Gotta hope for some type of checky in one of these boxes. No way I can go 4 boxes without a checky. I don't think that's ever happened for me. Okay, let's start flipping through here, see what type of stuff we've got. Apologize for the voice on this one, but got a bit of a rough voice going. There is Hikaru Shida. Lots of people asking me for the Hikaru Shida cards. I actually take all these base and I make up base sets. I just made up base sets today. There's Maya. I made up base sets today for Ambitious. I have 22 base sets for Ambitious. I have, I think, 7 base sets for 2020 True Heart. And I have 8 base sets for 2021 Women's Wrestling True Heart. There we go. Another auto. See, they're much shinier this year. I always have to check the number on the back. If it's 105, then it's a base auto. If it's 90 or below, it's supposedly a secret auto. And then there's also these specialty autos that are in these sets here as well. She looks like a new one. Either that or somebody who's changed. I guess after a while, the first couple of sets, it seems like everybody looks exactly the same. If the gimmick and the outfit, there's Maddie. If the gimmick and the outfit don't change, then the cards seem to be almost the same every time. There's Maya. All right, 2 autos, and we got our 3 foils already out of there. So if there's 3 foils out of there already, there should not be any more foils because it's usually 3 per box. So we're 2 autos shy on this one. All right. And do we have a checky? We do not have a checky. Oh, they're killing me on this one for the checkies. Okay, let's see what we have in here. I was going to say we should have at least 2 more autos in here. There's another good one. Out of 105, 77 out of 105. I usually slow down and see if I can find the base to match up with them like right away. But since we're breaking on here and we're going to do 2 boxes, there's an image variant for card number 16. Usually if I see the matching auto with the matching one. Oh, that is nice. That is a beautiful card. That is out of 30 or 90. That's out of 90, so that's one of our specialty autos. And I believe that is the card that we just were looking at right there. So there is a nice specialty card on that one. And I actually have the checklist on my phone beside me, which is pretty easy for me to jump to. We're on number 16 for this one. This is where it really comes in handy, right? It really comes in handy to have that base card. Oops, I'm off frame. To have that base card and be able to find the number on there to go over. So that's Tamuki Iroha. She is one of the ones listed to have one of the specialty autos on here. So that is a nice one. And it's nice to actually to be able to find to be able to have that matching one so we can find the name on her right away. Hopefully this isn't the side of the pile that I already went through, because I've done that before where I went through the wrong ones. There's an image variant for Maddie. I have the image variant auto for Maddie for this one. In the same box, I got Maddie's base and Maddie's image variant autographs, which was a nice one. Another image variant. All right. Looks like we have our 4 autos and our 3 chrome from that set right there. Pretty sure this is a pile that we already went through. Let me see. I'm going to quickly scan to see if we can see any of our auto people in here. But it doesn't look like it. It's pretty easy to find them when you slowly go through. And you can also match the background color of the auto card to the background color of the base. Those always match to make it a little bit easier for you to find who it is you're looking for. But nope, we don't have anybody matching up right now. So we can do that later on this one. All right, so let's get these guys into the top loaders quickly so we can have them up. Since we got a nice image variant one. That's about the first one from any of these sets that I've seen that's like a vertical one, not a horizontal one. There's none of the autos that I've ever seen from this set have ever been the vertical way like that. They're always the horizontal autos. So that's a nice little way of doing the variants, is to switch them up like that. I don't know if they're all switched up like that, or maybe it's just because her photo card is her doing the Swanton Bomb anyway. So with her doing the Swanton, it kind of makes more sense to have her auto going that way on the cards. So there we go. Let's get these girls into their loaders. And then later I will find their matching base so that I can keep a list of exactly who I have and what numbers I have. It's hard when I'm looking through the camera to see what I'm doing. That's why I look like an idiot trying to put these things into the top loaders by looking at the camera to make sure I'm still on camera and what I'm doing is right there. So all right, we'll stick our chromes into one. I usually keep each chrome together in their own bag, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and just kind of collect them up that way. So then I have each girl's chrome into each one. But we'll just shove all 3 into that one for right now, since we have one more box to get to. All right, let's get into these ones. See if we can cut all across at the same time this time. Make it a little bit easier on myself. All right, so we're 3 boxes into the set, and we are at 0 checkies so far. So either every one that's in my box that's still at my card shop is going to have a checkie in it, or maybe we're going to get lucky on this one and we're going to hit some type of a checkie here. So let's get into our packs, get these things all busted open, and let's see how we're going to do on box number 2. Okay, let's start. If I notice one of the girls that we hit the auto of up there, I'm going to put that one aside so we can check their name and number later on. But right now, we're just going to start whipping through here. This is the girl. I got to find out, who is she? Number 12. This is the one that everybody at my card shop has been after, and somebody hit a bunch of her stuff. Nika Iwata. All right. I don't know what it is about her. I really don't know. Because I don't even think that these guys at my card shop watch much of Japanese women's wrestling. They just like collecting the Japanese women's cards. But she's on the cover of the box. This is her rookie card. Everybody's crazy about her. So either she's done really well in her rookie year, or they've all just picked some young teenage looking girl to be all in love with, and that's who they're all trying to collect. I don't know which one it is, but yeah, she's the rookie, and she's the one that they've all told me, oh, if you get her, tell me. Oh, if you hit her, tell me. So I'm supposed to let them know if I get one of hers. All right, there's one of those rare occasions where there was no auto in one pile. Like I said before, they usually have one auto per each of the 3 piles in the boxes. I've done breaks with people where it's like people pay for the breaks and you either get left, right, or middle, and you're pretty much guaranteed at least one auto every time. But once in a while you get a box like this one where it's 2 autos per pile and one of the piles has nothing on it. All right, do we have a checkie? I still see no checkies. All right, let's find our autos in here. All right. First auto of that one. I think I have a few autos of hers. Number 9 out of 105. The gold and black ones, to me, I think they were supposed to be the announcers. In one of the sets, I think it was the announcers and legends that were on those sets. But then, like, Maya Yukihi was on one of those ones, and she's not a retired legend or anything like that. So maybe I'm wrong on that one, or maybe that was the older sets. That was the thing, that was the legends and the ring announcers and stuff like that. Okay, let's see. Image variant. Oops. Yeah, I've kind of got butterfingers today on these ones. All right, there's one of our foil chrome cards there. Are you telling me there's going to be 3 autos in one pile? Seems that way. We only got 1 auto out of this box so far, and there's only 6 packs left. Somebody told me that the packs with the autos were marked or different somehow, but I don't see any differences on any of these packages. I have no idea. I don't know how they do it at the shops or how they do it in the processing plant or anything like that, but somebody told me that they were marked and it was easy to take out the auto packs. But then in Japan, they sell the packs separately on the shelf, so I would figure they wouldn't do something like that, because then it would be easy for people to just walk in and take the ones that are for sure autos off the shelf. There's our Maya foil. Where are our autos this time? Don't tell me this is going to be like my first ever, like, totally disappointing box. There's Hikaru Shida. That's a nice one of Hikaru Shida. Alright, where are our autos? Okay, there's our second auto of the box out of 105, so it's a base auto. Alright, there's got to be 2 more in here. This is going to be really disappointing if this is going to be the first box that I'm ever shorted an auto in. Okay, that to me looks like a specialty auto. That doesn't look like your regular auto. That's out of 60, so that should be one of the image variant autos for her. And let's see if we... Oh, I do see one more auto. We weren't shorted. They just put them all over onto one side. All right, there's one more. Still no checkies. We have not hit a checkie in any of our boxes yet. I love the checkies, but maybe, like I said, maybe the checkies are going to be a little bit harder to find this time, just due to the fact that there are not as many produced this time. It used to be like 80 to 90% of the girls would do the 10 checkies as well, on top of what they have, like for their regular autos and their specialty autos. I guess this set is the one where that's going to be down a little bit, but again, that is an understandable thing with access to the girls, access to being able to do this stuff in Japan. While they were producing these cards, I know here in Taiwan, we've been pretty lucky with COVID, but I know Japan got hit pretty hard there for a while, so got to be a little bit more understandable that Japan may not have been able to pull off as many of the autos and as many of this. The checkies, I guess, would be a little bit harder to do. The autos, they can just send out the auto, like the auto stickers, because most of these ones are stickers this time. In the past, they've been on the card a little bit more. At least that's what I've noticed, but this is more just all... These are more just all going to be the sticker autos that they have this time. All right, so let's see here. I actually kind of want to look at the foil. This is the first time that I've got the foils where I actually have the checklist for the foils. Usually the foils are going to be the girls that are the most popular ones, which is pretty easy to find who they are. All right, insert cards. Who do we have here? Special Auto 6, Rin Kadokura. Rin Kadokura. Sorry. Rin Kadokura is number 6. We have 2 of number 3, which of course... Let's see here. Oh, no, that's number 9. Sorry, of course. Why am I even looking for that one? That's Maya Yukihi. That's the person I collect the most. I have more Maya Yukihi cards here than anybody else. All right, special card number 4 is Nika Iwata. She looks a lot like Hikaru Shida. Now that Hikaru Shida's cut her hair, they're very similar looking. Number 7, of course, is the Hikaru Shida card right there. And our last one is one of the more legends of the wrestling with, never know how to say this one. I think it's Ryo Mizunami. I think I have all of the chromes now between the last couple of boxes. I should have pretty much. I know I have at least 3 or 4 of the Maya Yukihi chromes. That's my first one of Hikaru Shida, though, that I've hit from this. So I will put them into their special bags later. But let's check out what our hits were on this one. I will find out who they all are by finding the base cards later on them. But these ones are all the base autos from the girls. And from that box, we had one specialty one that was out of 90 for her card. And box number 4, we've got one of the ring announcers. Base card. Specialty card for her. And base card. I think the specialty card one, isn't that one of the girls? That is her right there. Same picture as well. Right, so there we go. Same picture on that one. So they've used her chrome card to make up the specialty auto, and that is kind of like a chromed auto as well, out of 60 for her. So that one, again, is special number 6. That's Rin Katokura. So we have a nice one of Rin Katokura for her specialty auto. Okay, that's it. 8 more autos for my collection on this one. Not easy to set them all up because I don't have as many holders as I usually have. And usually I only break 1 box. And the light is making a bad reflection off of those. Those things are really reflecting the light there. So, yeah, that's a bad reflection. So, there we go. There are our hits for box number 3 and 4 from case number 1. Hard to see them down there, but there we go. At least one man gang and Akeem are keeping them all safe. All right, so that's it. Once again, that was the BBM Women's Wrestling, formerly True Heart 2022. That, for me, was box number 3 and 4. I got 8 more boxes to go over the next few weeks as I go slowly pick them up. And then I may work my way through a second case if I really, really want to chase this set down even more. Basically, I'll go into a second set. If my first case doesn't have any Maya Yukihi or any Yuka Sakazaki, then I have to go into a second case because those ones need to be in my collection from every year. Okay, that's it. There's probably our best hit of these 2 boxes. That nice vertical auto one right there. And that's it. Wherever you guys are, have a good day, have a good night, and have fun breaking. See you guys soon.